G'day guys, and welcome to part 3 of the stereo installation into the GU Patrol. So these bad boys are 10-inch Fusion 800-watt subs. They're just shallow enough to fit inside the back doors if we make a little custom box to space them out. Now I've got some 16mm MDF lying around. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to layer it up 4 thicknesses to get the height we need. Now I've just got to make a stencil. This one I've made out of the back of the speaker box, and I just paint around it. That's the easiest way to trace it onto the bit of wood. So one of these is going each side in the back doors, so I'm going to need 8 of these shapes cut out in total. Now I made the decision to mount these in the back doors just so we didn't lose any space in the boot, because that's at a premium already. Now that's the outside marked on all of these shapes. Now I've gone and cut the inside out, the size I need. It's going to be a little bit different from the top one to the 3 stacked underneath, because the 3 underneath are just spaces. Now as you can see on the top right hand side there, that's the top one, that's the piece you're going to see. So it needs just the holes cut out for the sub and the speaker. The rest of them can be hollowed right out and make them as light as possible. So then just go through the spade bit, punch as many holes as you like to get the jigsaw started. Putting them in the corners definitely helps, I'd recommend that. Then come through with the jigsaw, cut them all out. Really time consuming, but it's got to be done. So I didn't worry about getting them too neat, and you'll see later on why it's not that important. Righto guys, now if everything's gone to plan, it should look a little something like that. I'm just gluing and screwing it together, chucking a couple of clamps on there while I get it all set up, and it should be good. Now once that glue's dried off a little bit, it's time to clean up all these edges, and the way I do it is with a flap disc on a 5-inch grinder. And man does it make everything dusty, but it does a good job. Here's the result here after about 15-20 minutes of grinding. I'll just fill all these screw holes with gap filler, so you're not going to see them anyway. This is pretty much the end size it's going to be, so it's time for a test fit. So yeah, I know what you're thinking, it's looking a little pimp my ride, and we'll try and dress it up a little bit more so it blends in with the car. But hey, what can you do? Also, the door card's going to need trimming a little bit, and I mean the steel part. It's just going to hit there on the back of the sub, so I'll have to trim that up now. I'll just use the 5-inch grinder, but you could probably use tin snips if you wanted. It is only a small piece that needs taken out. That was enough for me, that gave it plenty of clearance. Quick catch prime to stop it rusting. Now you could carpet this box or vinyl it, but what I'm going to do is spray it with this. It's the type of bed armour I like to use. I've painted cars with it before. It doesn't set hard like Raptor, it sets sort of rubbery, and I find that's a lot better for an application like this. This kit comes with, you know, a gallon, a spray gun. It comes with the roller kit, but you don't really want to use it. I thinned it down a little bit before spraying it to get a little bit of a smoother texture than what it normally does. But you can do it however you like. This stuff's water soluble, so it all just washes out with water. So I've chucked it on, I let it dry overnight, and let's check out the results now. So here we are the next morning. It's all nice and dry. I just did one thick coat. I didn't worry too much about, you know, layering it up. I didn't prime it or anything, I just sprayed it straight on. It looks good, I reckon. It's come up great. So yeah, let's get these mounted up. Just got to finish running these wires from the other day where I left them under the kick panel there. So I've come up here on the B pillar, and then out through the grommet and then down. I'll get a little bit of conduit and put over that wire to protect it. And then just adapted the actual speaker wires to the Kenwood speaker harness that comes with them. Right, so I ended up opting on using these round-headed wood bolts. The M8's galvanised. They're 130 mils long, which is heaps longer than I needed, but you know, I didn't want to go back. These ones I've ground the head down on because they're going to sit under the lip of the sub. That way they recess in nicely, but I've left them square so they still grip in a little bit so they don't spin. Yeah, so I just jumped in there with a ratchet spanner, bolted her on. As you can see, those ones are down flush. Yeah, pretty much time to put the speakers in. Alright, that's them fitted up. As you can see there, those ones that were recessed in didn't quite fit under as much as I thought. I might fix that up a little bit later. But nonetheless, that's them in the doors. Everything's bolted in. Everything's connected up. I'll give them a test run and see how they go, but You know, I think they look good. A little bit exhibit, but you know, it'll do the job. So yeah, they actually run really well. The door works great as a box. Obviously, it's channeling all the bass back into the car. Yeah, I'm happy with them. Alright guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And I'll catch you on the next little build. Alright guys, have a good one.